Hello everyone and welcome back. It's been quite some time since I've made a video and I'm really excited to do this one. As you know, I do embroidery work and this is a machine that I've had and loved for many years. It's the PE770 Brother unit. It's done well. The only issue that I have with it is it's just doesn't have a big enough field to do something bigger than this is pretty much what I'm limited to, and I want to do something that can do more. So I did a thing. I bought this VE2300. It had to be ordered. I've been waiting on it for some time, and it's here. And I had to drag it in on this rug because it's heavy. But I'm gonna unbox it, and I was gonna bring you along for the ride. Hi. Well, my video previous to this one somehow got in slow-mo. So I've already opened the box and I've pulled out the first section. This is going to have all of your attachments and stuff. Y'all look at the size of this hoop. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here. This is the actual embroidery arm. Look at this. Look how nice and big it is. Okay, and here is going to be the machine part. Boy, I like this box. I have a box fetish as it is. So, do I open up? I'll just leave it in here. I found where I put my scissors. Here they are. Like I saw a room full of scissors. I can't find any. And a bigger dust cover. And let me just tell you, I'm going to give a big shout out to Quilteroos in Ruston, Louisiana. The name of the store is Quilteroos. It's really cute. And they've been more than helpful and patient with me trying to decide what kind of machine I need. I kind of went in there with the intentions of getting a lower cost one with a little bigger field. And the whole point of me getting this machine is because I want to do bigger stuff. And if you'll notice when you go to buy your embroidery designs, as you bring them down into like a 5x7 from the bigger sizes, you lose a lot of that detail, especially like in flowery stuff and really busy stuff. You lose the detail, which makes it so beautiful. So that's the reason I decided just to go ahead and bite the bullet and get the bigger machine. It also does more in the machine as far as the screen and the capabilities that it can do. So, you know, thank you ladies at Quilteroos. I'm going to put a link in the description to their Facebook page for sure. All right, dust cover. More tape. It's a nice job of packing this. Okay, and here we have another tray. Power cord, USB. Oh, there's that wonderful pin. That's gonna be nice. A little packet of all your little accessories here. Some more stuff here. Bobbins. Bobbin case. Book. Stack that over there. Put this here. Okay, I'm going to have to dump this box out to be able to get this machine out. I think it's going to be too heavy for me to lift it up by myself. I had company come in, so I had them help me take it out of the box. So here we are. And so I'm going to figure out what I need to do as far as taking all the tape off. And I'm going to set it up on my embroidery table. And we'll just see what happens. I'm so excited. So excited. This beautiful big screen. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, so I've got it onto my embroidery table, my designated embroidery table. I've got the owner manuals out. There's the operational manager. Let's see, there's a quick reference guide, and this is a manual also, but I think it's going to be the one that's in Spanish, so we don't need this one. It's just, you know, yeah, I can't read that, so we're going to put that aside. So basically these two, I guess. We'll probably need this quick reference guide more than anything. This shows that these are your built-in designs that are in the machine. Looks like they're going to be quite a few. The different sizes of fonts, and then I'm assuming this is how we start. So let me, even though I have a machine, had a machine and know about how they work, let me do this the right way. Let's see. Talks about threading, and I'm pretty sure this one's going to thread like my other one. Yeah, this is going to be pretty basic. This is the bobbin, which is just like my other one. And talks about how to put stuff in the hoop, how to lock your hoop in. Okay, so let me get all the tape off of here. Okay, everyone, I kind of went through some things and checked out some things. I've already had it turned off and on, but I turned it back off and I pulled this off just so I can show you how easy this really is. Let me back this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So this machine is quite large. As you can see now, I don't have this put on here yet. It is heavy. It is a really nice machine. It's sturdy. It seems like it's going to work well. Now, I've already had this in one time. I'm going to put it in again for you. There's a little door right here that you can see that goes down as you push in the embroidery arm, okay? You got to kind of use a little bit of muscle, and it clicks, or not. I can't remember. All right, and there's a little lever under here. When you go to take it off, you push. Now, you have to make sure this machine is turned completely off when you attach and unattach this arm on here. So, you had to pull it off. You got to give it a couple little umps. But then when you get ready to put it on, you just shove it in, okay? Now, did a little investigating. This machine, now, like I said, I've had a machine. I've had the PE770. This is very similar to the design of how it's threaded. The arm is very familiar to me. Over here on the back side, and I've kind of collected some stuff here from the packet that came in it. There's what they call a touch pin. This is one of the little packets that comes with it. There's a touch pin that we will use later when I learn how to use that more. There's several good YouTube videos on that, and I'm sure that the ladies at Quiltaroos would show me how. It goes, this piece right here goes into the back. So what they say do is you reach in your little pack here. Let's see if I can find it. Aha, I think that's it right there. Yep. Nope, I dropped it. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. Yep, see the little pointy on it? Pointy, pointy. So this little hole that's back here, you just sort of lift this out like so. And then you take your touch pin holder. It appears that you just shove it in there. Whoops. Again, one-handed. There we go. And now your touch pin sits in there. Now I've already installed it into the port that it's supposed to go in. This port right here is for using the USB cord to go from your computer to here to download your designs. This one is for USB, and there's also a plug somewhere I read, not sure where, but you can plug in a mouse if I'm not mistaken. I don't see that right now, but that's okay. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it on. and it makes a really nice sound. Isn't that lovely? It takes you to a main screen, just a really pretty screen. And then it goes to this, and if you touch it, you're in business. And now, you know, as with the other machines, it says the carriage of the embroidery unit will move to keep your hands away from the carriage. Now, if you're a Coke drinker or you always have a drink on in your person, do not set it back here. It will knock it over. So make sure you keep everything on this free side over here. Now, it just clears the field. Make sure there's not anything in its way. And then we get started. I will load a hoop and we will kind of play with this and see how it goes. All right, I've decided I'm going to probably do one of the designs that's built into the machine, but I was going to show you how easy it is to load the bobbin on these machines. First of all, there is, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, there's a guide. You want to make sure your thread is coming around the back towards you, and you just drop it in there. Now I use the preloaded bobbins that you can order off of Amazon because I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So what you know, if you saw what I did, okay, so there's a guide, right? This is how I've set it in the machine. See? So you need it to come around. A little guide right here, little arrows, you go around. There's a little pocket that fits in, and it automatically cuts it when you yank it just a little bit. Look at that. How easy is that? And then there's a little plate cover that goes back on top of it. The plate cover is clear, so you can always see the amount of thread that you have left. So when you start a new project, you can determine whether you need to go ahead and, you know, if there's just a little bit left on there, you certainly want to go ahead and change that out. Now we're going to try to thread the machine. I say try, we're going to thread the machine. And so we'll go and do that now. I'm going to bring you along for the ride because this is the first time I've done this. So we want to come over to our touch screen here. Now you can use the stylus. You know, you can do it either way. You do embroidery, and then I think we're just going to pick something on here and see what we can do. Now, this means there's 1 of 5 screens, so we can scroll through. I believe that's how that works. Let's see, we'll do 2 of 5. Yeah, that's how it works. There's 3 of 5, 4 of 5, and 5 of 5. Let's go back. That looks like some Christmas stuff there, some fall stuff. I see a turkey. And let's see. Let's do these fish. That should be fun. And there it's loaded. Gives you your colors. And I don't know if we need to pick a hoop size, if that's how that works. I'm assuming, I don't know about millimeters. I'm going to have to change this to inches. I am millimeter ignorant for sure. Us Americans, we don't do millimeters very well. All right, I've picked out my colors, and they're all the exact same brother colors I have up on the wall there, so that was an easy chore. So now let's thread the machine. You lift the lid. You load this on the peg. Put the end on there. Now let me see. Not real snug. I'm not even going to bother with that. And you follow the numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to go back far enough to make sure 4 catches. 5, 6, 7, and it looks like you cut your thread right there. Well, that was easy. Now, I believe this machine will thread your needle all by itself. Let's see what that button right there does. Look at that. It threads the button. It threads the needle. Even though my PE770 threaded your needle, you had to pull down a bar and make sure everything was all lined up. This does a wonderful job of that. That's awesome. All right, let's put our hoop on. I just found a piece of white fabric just to play for the first time. Let's see what it does. Pretty sure you slide this on here. Okay. It goes in not on the outside here, not like that. It fits under there. Like so. And there we go, and then it's locked in. How about them apples? All right. Now, we have selected this. I want to make sure. There we go. It's that button. So now I think we're ready. Now you'll notice on here that it shows you the actual hoop and where it's going to show up in that hoop. Well, since I want to maybe play around a little bit, I'm going to bump that up. So let's see how we do that. Like I said, on my old machine, there was a way to do that. So let me look. I'll be right back. Okay, I got to this point by hitting a button that says embroidery. So that takes you to the screen I'm more familiar with. So we need to move these up. So we just click that and keep moving it to the top of the field, and I'm going to bring it over a little bit. Now, to make sure we are going to stay within the hoop that we have now, let's see if I can find the button that, I know if we hit that one, it'll recenter that. Oh, it's this button right here. See this button right here? It's going to take it over here to this field, and it's going to show you exactly where it's going to go. So that area that it's squaring off is where it's going to actually embroider that design. And that will give me room to play with some maybe other stuff. We can maybe do some lettering and see how that looks. Okay. So back over here, let's see what we do. If we close this, what does it do? It takes us back to there. I'm looking for the one that shows the colors and where we're at. All right, I'll be back. Okay, in this field, you'll notice across the top, we're starting at the 0 point. Okay, we're starting with the very first color, the white. There's going to be 8,063 stitches for the white. It's going to run 3 minutes, and it's one of 9 color changes. This tells you how many minutes for each. Isn't that cool? Down here is where you advance it, the screen. Now we're on white, so there's a white screen, so you really can't tell where the white's going to be. But if you advance it one, the next color is blue. So there in that field is going to show you what's going to embroidery. And again, now that's 1684, 5 minutes and 2. So, and that's color number 2, which that's what that is right there. So we're going to go back for number 1. Not real sure what all this is yet. Got to read up on it. But you know, I'm so anxious to get this started. I just want to see. Now, I'm not sure what this little bar is. I know it's a sweep arm. That's what this is right here. And on the PE770, when you finished, and it moved to the next color, it left a jump thread. Well, this sweep arm actually tucks it away, and it begins without a tail, and I'll have to explain that a little bit better later. You know what? We're just going to push that little green button right here, and we're just going to see what happens. Listen to how quiet this machine is. Oh my goodness. See it sweep that thread behind itself? You don't have a jump thread. That is so awesome. Oh, it's stitching little bubbles. Watch that arm. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, zoom in a little bit more. It is so quiet, guys. Watch that sweep arm. Isn't that something? No more jump stitches. Where are we? There we are. I don't know what that was. I guess that means it's finished. There's a little plus sign where the needle is there at all times. You can tell where you are in the design. Okay, liking this. All right, we've changed our color to blue. We're going to hit the button that self-threads. That's awesome. You do look like you have to kind of pull it through. And we're going to put it behind that sweeping arm. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so now, if I push that button now, okay, there's a button for that too. And I meant to mention that when it finished this color, it automatically raises the presser foot. You don't have to do that. I think that's what the tone was for. So here we go. Let's try this one. That just amazes me. Isn't that something? Okay, we'll be back. Alright guys, I want to show you when it's finished. Watch what happens. It tells you, and it raises the pressure foot so you don't have to automatically. So you can just reach up here and pull your thread out. Is that not awesome or what? Another thing I've noticed since I've started is this wonderful, wonderful bank of lights under here. I mean, this is so bright, so well lit that you really don't need any extra light. All right, we're almost finished. Okay, I'm on the last color. There are a few things that I'm going to have to relearn in my mind how to do. All right, I've threaded, up in here so it can thread the machine. I have a tendency to forget to do that, and I go ahead and now to lower this presser foot to start again on the PE770, you reach back here and you push the, the lever down. On this one, you have to mash this button and it takes it down. But before you do that, you can't get ahead of yourself. You have to thread the needle. Now, it seems like there's a little loop on this thread, so I always straighten it out just a wee bit. And then to start, you have to put the presser foot down. Watch. Now it turns green and it's ready. So there's a little bit of an order there. Don't forget to thread it. Don't forget to put your presser foot down. it did a little happy tune and tells me that we're finished. So we are going to remove it. Lift that back up. And we shall slide it out. And I'm going to tell you, I really like that because I hate putting on those pegs. They're kind of nice. Yeah, let's look at the back. Not bad. Just a little bit of trimming on those tails and we're good to go. Okay, review. I like the machine. It is sturdy. Coming from a PE770 to this is not difficult. You do have to learn how to read this screen a little bit. Just take your time now. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there that show you how to do that. I kind of looked at them a while back, so I retained a little bit of it, but not as much as I needed to today. I'm just anxious to get started. The fact that this thing threads the machine all by itself. Buttons put the foot down. The fact that it doesn't have jump stitches. I like the fact that this slides in instead of putting it on the pegs. I like that a lot. There are familiar things, as far as the bobbin, the way it's threaded, and this screen is a little familiar because we know what these things are if you come from a machine that you previously had. So, hands down, I really do like it. I'm excited. I look forward to using it a whole lot more. I look forward to using the touch pen adapter, and I really think that it was a good call for me to go to the 1-up instead of just the one I was going to get, which was just a smaller step up from the PE770. It allowed me to have one size bigger hoop, where this one allows me to have several size bigger hoops. I think I'll be a whole lot happier because I made that mistake in the beginning. I bought a little machine that was a sewing machine / embroidery machine, and it did the 4x4. Well, that just wasn't big enough. So I bought the PE770 with the 5x7, and that lasted me. I mean, I've had that machine for years. I'm talking about 3-4 years, and it's held me well. But you always want bigger, better, and this is definitely the bigger, better. Now, this is not a sewing machine. I have sewing machines, and I have sewing machines in the closet that I like. So I didn't like the idea of having to take off this arm and change out the presser foot every time I wanted to switch back to a sewing machine. And then, because as I showed you, the arm's pretty heavy. So I'm glad I made the decision to get just the embroidery machine, not the combo. Combo cost a lot more, so that was the other factor in that too. I think I'm going to be real happy with this. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this adventure. It's been fun, and I look forward to doing a lot more projects on here. Again, thank you to the ladies at Quiltaroos, and again, I'll put the link below of their shop over in Ruston. Give them a thumbs up on their page, and you guys have a great day.